You're now watching Downunder Derby TV. Hey there, you're watching Downunder Derby TV.
Testing, hello, this is Red Hot Chili Pepper, and we are about to start the Punk Blockers versus Death Stars. This is BCR, Brisbane City Rollers versus the Northside Rollers Death Stars. This is game 3 of the East Coast Invitational. It has been action-packed so far. I've just come off the track, so if I'm a bit breathless, you'll have to understand why. But we've got we've got some time to Derby, so I'm going to read out the BCR roster. I am joined by somebody. What's his Manslaughter? He's going to help me out in between. I'll read out the BCR rosters for you just so we can get this done. So this is the Nasty Nancies. In order of numbers, numerical order, we've got 2, 4, 2, Little Mermaid, 2, 6, 2, Romaniac, 3, 3, 3, Devil Lynn, number 4, Dopamine, number 57, Quiet Riot. Number 579, Nirvana. Number 603, Melcatraz. Number 64, Alien She. Number 646, Catastrophe. Number 680, Hellraiser. 703, Peppermint Crush. Number 78, Wickard. Number 95, Shellfish. And bench support crew, we've got Scarebear, Claire Bitch Project, Brutal Deluxe, Rachel Mills, and Vixen. That is our squad for BCR. I believe they're all here today. And opposing, we've got Northside Rollers. Jam 1 about to take off. Ref's just getting into position. 5-second call. Can't quite see who we've got on the line just yet, but as soon as I know, I will tell you. That is number 455. For BCR, lead jammer, early jammer penalty for Northside Rollers. So this is 455, sorry. Rocket Ma'am, she is on her scoring pass. Starting to pick up her points and through 445 because the NSR jammer is still sitting in the bin. 5 points on the board for the Punk Blockers. Okay, so because this is a stream, I can tell you that we have got Northside Rollers out of the bin, in the pack, into the fray. And she is through for her initial pass. Punk Blockers still scoring. That's number 76. Mad Pixie. 455, Rocket Ma'am calling it off. That is a 5-0 jam. 5-0? We're waiting for some points. Sorry, 10-0 jam in Punk Blockers' favour. Looks like a clear penalty box from here on the line. It's a bit hard to see from this angle, but I'll get you your jammers as soon as I possibly can. That is 301 Fizz Gig by the looks of it for the Northside Rollers, opposed by number 2-2 for the Punk Blockers, which is Duchess of Hazard. Duchess of Hazard through, but only by a little way. coming around for her points, taking a look at where the rest of her pack is to see whether it's viable. Picks up one off the back by the looks of it. For a 1-0 jam in the Death Star's favours. Oh, sorry. In the Punk Blockers' favour. My apologies. That's 10-0. 11-0 now. Jam 3.
Oh, wow. You really are fresh off the track.
Yeah, I'm still undoing my
Taking
Velcro.
your pads off?
Yeah, I'm still undoing my Velcro. I've got one elbow pad, 2 knee pads, and I thankfully don't have my mouth guard or helmet on anymore. All right. Who have we got jamming? We have got, for Punk Blockers, we've got 115 jamming, which is Necrophilia. She's out first, but 883. Venus Thigh Slap. Oh my gosh, I love these names. I wish I was more familiar with these teams, so I didn't have to keep looking up the rosters. Give me a quarter of the game, and I'll know who everyone is. Lots of super tight jams. Not a terribly huge amount of points wrung out of the pack just yet. Still sitting at 11-0 to the Punk Blockers. But the jammers are getting out reasonably quickly, and there's only 1 or 2 points off the back of the pack, so it is actually going to be really tight. Once this game beds in, and the strategy and the teams have sort of worked each other out a little bit, I suspect that we're going to look at a reasonably slow, grindy, low-point scoring game if this keeps up. 3 jams in, who knows, or 4 jams in, who knows. Northside Rollers in the lead. Number 88 is coming around on her scoring pass and making points off the BCR blockers. That was number 32 on BCR. Slasher Heart Scarebear, making that a hell of a time for the NSR jammer though. She picks up, just waiting to see what the jam ref puts up in the air. She picks up 3, so 1 of those points saved. Through some pretty great blocking from BCR. I'm having my photo taken. I look pretty bejaggled. That's going to be really awful. Anyway, back to the game. Who have we got? Oh, some beautiful juking from the NBR jammer. Number 76. That is Mad Pixie. Around the outside. I'm just trailing 455 for the Brisbane City Rollers, which is Rocket Mam. This is a foot race. Rocket Mam sees there's no points to be had, calls it off, and it is a 0-all wash jam. We are on jam number... Just doing a little bit of commentation. Oh, those toes from that BCR blocker, absolutely beautiful. Who have we got? Number 22 again. I'm about to be joined by Cav on the mics, which is wonderful. Duchess of Hazard for BCR is through and approaching the pack for a point scoring jam. Number 301, Fizzgig, is out for the Northside Rollers. But the jam is called. And the Death Stars pick up. I think it's 1 point in their favour for that jam. Oh, 0-all. Oh, no, hang on. We're just waiting for the points to go up on the board. 3-0 in favour of the Punk Blockers. So I have the lovely Kaz has joined me here, so you don't have to only hear my voice. Hi Kaz, how are you going?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm having a great time. It's jam number 7 of the East Coast Invitational, and we are watching the Punk Blockers. If you just joined us, we're watching the BCR Punk Blockers, so the Brisbane City Roller Punk Blockers and the Northside Rollers, Death Stars. It is a pretty furious, pretty tit-for-tat kind of nickel and dime kind of game. I hate using the expression nickel and dime, but it is. They're just shaking change out of the couch at the moment. Just small jams. I don't know if we've seen a full 4-point jam just yet, so it's pretty exciting stuff.
It's really exciting. It's also so good to see a Victorian and a Queensland team here.
Absolutely. How good is it when you finally get to mix it up with some people who've not played before?
So great.
I love it. We've just come off the track and we got to play CCRDU. I only think the second time we ever played them, so it's so great making that making new connections and networking for more games in the future. These guys are absolutely smashing it though. Who have we got? We have got on the line for the Punk Blockers. That looks like number 05, Hooker.
Yep, Hooker.
Oh, but number 88 is through. That is Miss Ebola for the Northside Rollers, and she's got a good 50 feet on her, coming up to the Punk Blockers at the back of the pack, picking up some points, but whistles are going. We don't know what's happening. Oh, and she picks up a penalty. Can't quite see what it is. Oh, it's a back block. So this makes a Punk Blockers power jam. This is going to go for 2 minutes because that was our lead jammer just going to the bin. So let's see what BCR Punk Blockers do with this.
It's nice to see that sausage technique.
Absolutely. Looks like they've got a goat at the back there though, so they're going to see if their jammer, who is definitely very strong, is strong enough to push him out and does for a full suite of points. Picks up the thumb from the ref. That's 5 more points. Back into the pack, just chipping away to see what she can come up with.
That looks like a bloody strong defence.
Oh, it is. I know. Look at that. Hardly moving. That's that's one hand. Yep, she's still in. That is absolutely... Who is that? That's number... I can't see the number. That's number 00 for the Northern...
Duchess of Hazard.
Oh, number... sorry, number 0. And she is absolutely giving... Hooker a heck of a time. This is 2 minutes. These guys are going to have a bit of a think about their energy conservation strategy on this, because when you get tired, you get penalties. So, great feat there from the NSR. Hooker again, straight through. Was it Hooker? Or have I got my jammers backwards?
Miss Ebola.
Miss Ebola. Sorry, Miss Ebola, if you're listening to this later.
Hopefully she just doesn't infect you.
Yeah, I could do that. Lovely dip, little bean dip down the outside line. Jam comes to its natural conclusion. People doing what they had to do in that jam, I think. Bit of a necessity kind of jam.
Yeah, just doing what you can to stay alive.
Absolutely. We got. So that was 15-14 in the Punk Blockers' favour. So really, that was a good 2 minutes of exertion.
Yeah, it's a low score for the 2 minutes, but tells you how good the blockers are here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And the jammers making the most of
definitely.
Actually trying to... Beautiful pass through the inside there.
So that's Mad Pixie.
Mad Pixie.
He's got the lead for the Death Stars.
And absolutely flooring her out of the bin. That was really beautiful from, who was that, number 32, Slash Your Heart Scare Bear. Just absolutely nailing that O for her jammer as she comes out of the bin, making herself very useful indeed. That's Mad Pixie through again, calling to her team for some sort of assistance, which she gets, and she's really starting to break that BCR pack apart, chipping away at it. But their last ditch defense on these knockouts is just outrageously good.
I'm glad I'm not behind there. Tell you
No, what are you talking about? It looks like fun.
Well, I would just cry.
Yeah. That could be a strategy. You make them think you're crying. Maybe they'll ease up on you a little bit. I don't think so, though. They look pretty tough to me.
Yeah, I think people mostly think I'm crying anyway because of how much I sweat. So.
Well, look at this. Ew.
Oh, I just thought you had a lovely shower.
Oh, no.
Well, you smell good.
Oh, thanks.
So it's okay. Sorry, guys. I was a bit creepy.
Very surprising. So our score has just closed up a little bit. We're looking at 29 to 26. Punk Blockers now just asking for a timeout because that gap has closed a little bit, and there's a bit of momentum in the Northside Rollers' favour. So to break the momentum, calm themselves down, re-strategize, regroup.
Yep.
Just take a little break.
Both of these teams have been doing really well lately. Punk Blockers, I believe, had a really good outing in their first. What's the Queensland 5x5 called? My brain's just stopped.
It's not Tropicana Cup. No, that's the weekend one.
I'll find it. I'll get back to this this little fact that I have.
Good old
prepared.
Google will help us out.
I've got it written in my option here.
Yeah, we'll find it. But they have both been looking incredibly strong. Punk Blockers are pretty notorious for being an incredibly physical, very strategic, no holes barred kind of team. Absolutely showing that here. They just never give up and never surrender, and which makes for really incredibly good watching. And you know what, Northside Rollers bringing it to them just as much. Like,
do you think that attitude is because they're a mixed gender league?
Potentially, I don't know. I mean, we're the league I'm with is with mixed gendered league, and I don't know. I can't tell you because we've always have been, so I don't really know what it's like. But I don't know. It's just super great for us to have, for everybody to have access to roller derby. I reckon.
I agree. It's the
Here we
best
go,
sport in the universe.
Power Jam, and there is so much happening on the track right now. So much defense, so much offense. Straight.
So that's Fitzgig.
Oh, Fitzgig, yes,
Fitzgig.
Absolutely. Is that the one that you don't feed after midnight, or you don't get wet?
No, Gidget?
I don't know. Gizmo, there you go. It's one of those.
Yep.
Anyway, she is making short work of this pack. BCR moving along a little bit. Northside Rollers are slowing up that pack to try and break that pack, and it does work at the front. BCR having to let Fizzgig through, and she makes it through for a full 5 points. But we have come... we have got Rocket Man out of the box, stashing the star. It looks like it had worked for just long enough. NSR not quite quick enough to regroup before she makes it through the pack. But
trying to get a little shank in there.
Absolutely, but good pressure and great timing from number 301 on NSR to call that off before any points picks up off the back. And I believe she got... NSR picks up some points. It's a bit hard to see the 8 points in that jam. All right. Lining up next, we have number 883 for NSR, which is Venus Thigh Slap, starting a little bit back. She must like a bit of run-up. I also like a run-up. Number 22, Duchess of Hazard, opposing. Venus hung up on the outside line, but some beautiful offense brings her from the back of the pack to the front of the pack. That came from... I can't see.
We're in a power jam at the moment.
Here we are. That inside sweep, beautiful.
Duchess of Hazard being sent off for a forearm penalty.
Yep. Number Venus Thigh Slap having some beautiful offensive assist through that inside line. Could have got a bust through it. She just plods on through for an easy 5. Really, really good, really pointed offense, which is picking them off, breaking up the pack, grabbing a goat at the back.
Yep.
And really, really breaking that up for
some
Venus.
Nice assists there from Suspender.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, a big hit from Catitude Problem. Just stops her in her tracks. Duchess of Hazard tangled up at the back there.
You called off the jam.
Score is currently, we'll wait for the points to go up, but the score is currently sitting at, it was a 14-0 jam in the Dead Stars' favour, which is...
it's at 48 to 29.
Yeah, 48 to 29. Just waiting to see whether these have been added. Oh, excellent. So if it's right on that one, it's right on this one. That's fantastic. Real-time scoring. We have the technology. Excellent. Who have we got? We have jamming for Northside Rollers. Oh, some beautiful edges just now. It's Missy Bowler again for Northside Rollers.
And we've got Nick Roffilia.
Nick Roffilia. Oh my God.
I get it now. Brilliant.
Boomtish. 115 BCR, but number 88, Missy Bowler through for lead. Nick still tied up with those NSR blockers. Oh, very narrowly avoiding a cut just now. Is that Thunderpuss out of the box, bringing the BCR pack. Oh no, still only one on the track for BCR, making it an easy pass through the inside for number 115. Picks up 3. Interesting. Oh no. It's a 5-0 jam for the Death Stars.
Tell you what, I'm just blown away watching this. So nice to have all this kind of roller derby here this weekend.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of like different regions speak different languages.
Yeah.
So we play so much roller derby up and down the sort of New South Wales East Coast and Central Coast, and you see the same sort of roller derby happening in this region, but now we've just like smashed Victoria
and Queensland
into absolutely beautiful from Mad Pixie. Pass up the inside line. I mean, there's not many people to get past, but just that fake was beautiful and
Hooker's through as well.
Absolutely worth mentioning. She got a shoelace loose, maybe Hooker? No. Mad Pixie calling it. Oh, this is going to be interesting to see what the refs do points wise and potentially whistles wise. And we see Hooker off to the bin for a what's that? What is Blumtish calling? It looks like a misconduct. Just a bit of a bummer. May have been a hit after the whistle, because she came in pretty hot. It's, sometimes
it's hard to slam on those edges.
Especially not on this floor. We played on it and it is super grippy.
Is it?
Yeah, the whole team was pretty well convinced that they were not going to be able to stop for the first few jams. That's all right. We
Hopefully
managed.
you brought your wheel library with you.
No. I don't bother ever changing my wheels. I've got one set and can't be bothered otherwise. All right, here we go. Power jam start. BCR off the line very fast to make a pack at the front. Makes a beautiful formation. Just within the engagement zone, so is able to continue blocking. Being shaken up a little bit by NSR, but their resilience all the way through to turn number 2 was incredible. We have a lead jammer for Northside Rollers, which is 301. It's Fizzgig again. I will eventually remember these without having to look at the piece of paper. I'm sorry that it's a little bit of a delay there.
It's hard. I think everyone understands memory things are hard.
Hooker released from the box, back on the track. Fizzgig through for a full 5. We have NSR blocker, I believe, going to the bin for a cut, and the jammer Hookers. No, well, they've both. We've lost a blocker for NSR and the BCR jammer, so this making this a power jam again for Northside Rollers. Great news for them. BCR doing what they can to contain and reforming again really beautifully in a 2, 3, 4 person formation at the front. NSR coming in to shake it up a little bit, but BCR just reforming so effectively.
Yeah, really nice work in breaking up those 3 walls, those triangles.
Yep, absolutely. Good opportunistic push-outs as well. They're not being really desperate for their push-outs and risking things like elbows and, blocking out of bounds, penalties and things like that, but some beautiful offense from number 52, which is Claire
Bomber.
Yeah, it is too. Sorry, there's one on each side. Bella Bomber, she's the captain for Northside Rollers.
That should keep her captaincy intact.
Yeah, absolutely. Fizzgig back in the pack, scoring some more points. Good, easy pass through that time, but Hooker's through as well.
And Fizzgig calls it off.
Absolutely. With 10 in her pocket.
It's not bad. Tell you what, it's more than I've got in my pocket.
Yeah, same, right? So that is a timeout for the Punk Blockers again. So I believe... No, this is their second timeout.
Yep.
So they're using them. They've got them. They might as well use them. So we've got this and an OR for this. So they've got another timeout left for the game and an OR for this half. So look, what have we got left on the period clock? There's still 10 minutes. So look, they're halfway through. Still got another timeout, another OR. Whilst we've got some time, we would like to thank Down Under Derby TV. You are watching Down Under Derby TV, where all of your East Coast roller derby viewing needs are met. Well, all of you, nationally, actually. Down Under Derby TV does a lot of coverage for us, and they are incredibly good. So go on to their YouTube channel, go and subscribe, hit the subscribe button, you'll get notifications, hit the little notification bell, you'll get notifications whenever a new video is out.
And like them on Facebook as well.
Absolutely, you won't regret it. And look, go and have a look at their webpage and see if you want to, I don't have $10 in my pocket, but if I did, I'd probably give it to Down Under Derby TV.
100%.
Because these guys just
$1 a month, and you really you're really going to be doing a lot for the for this sport.
Absolutely, these guys are pivotal to our roller derby viewing needs.
Oh,
really
straight through the pack.
Absolutely, that is number 883 for Northside Rollers. Venus Thigh Slap again, which is one of my favourite roller derby names ever.
Venus Thigh Slap.
Absolutely, and Rocket Man, hot on her heels, like really putting the gas on to try and force the call off. Venus in the pack, picking up some points. I don't think Rocket Man was fast enough to get round.
They do look dejected after that, so.
Damn it, Diane.
She's going for the shank.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Look, next time. I love it when you see them put the gas on. It's we're either going to get it or we're not. Either way, there's going to be points, or there's going to be fewer points on the other side.
Exactly.
Than we thought. Yep.
Exactly.
It's always worth doing.
Give it a go.
Absolutely.
I also really like the Punk Blockers trademark tartan with the slightly longer singlet. It's quite nice.
It's pretty nifty, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it is super punk. Like, you're not allowed to have safety pins attached to your uniform, but you kind of expect to see them there.
Yeah, you do.
Or jeans jackets, maybe.
Oh, I'd love that. That would be so great.
Oh my gosh, those toes. Absolutely
incredible.
Such tenacious jamming from the Punk Blocker jammer. Just really using every inch of the lateral track. That's number 22, which is Duchess of Hazzard again. And I just freaking...
I think she's a really aggressive little jammer.
Mad Pixie through, though, as well. And she is just so good. It's really, really terrible commentating on my part, but I just don't know what else to say. I just really love watching these people.
Sometimes all you can do really is just appreciate,
Such athletic. Many wow. Like, these guys are just... I love watching them. And because when they're unknown quantities as well, they sort of, you have to put them just that little bit out of their comfort zone, and they have to do things that, it's not always just the drill. It's, and do the drill, absolutely do the drill. But, it's really nice to see them sort of tweaking their game, doing little bits and pieces here and there. You can see the change in their response to the situation occurring.
So what would you say the biggest difference between these two teams is?
That's the thing. It is so closely matched. Yeah. I reckon their timing is probably slightly different.
Yep.
With their switches from O to D, but I can't work out whether one's more right than the other. It's very, very, very tightly packed. So it is. It's really great trying to work out what's going on in the pack.
Necrophilia's there through Varsity. Oh, no, they're not.
Oh, no. Necrophilia's in front. She must have got a no pass, no penalty or some such while Star was raving about how great they were.
Yeah. So with the no pass, no penalty rule, this is something that me and some teammates were discussing on the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no pass, no penalty, which obviously means you've passed a jammer without causing a penalty.
Or a blocker, yeah.
Or a blocker, sorry. Without causing a penalty, that means you cannot get lead jammer, correct?
No, well, you can get lead jammer provided you don't leave the engagement zone, but you come back in and pass them again.
All right. Thank you very much for clearing that up for us.
Yeah, so if you don't leave the engagement zone, like go back and try and pick them back up again because you can still be eligible. Yep. It's hard though. This is an official review. I don't know. Maybe I'll run out. Am I allowed to run out and go and have a listen? Yeah, all right. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to leave you for half a second and just see if I can get a feel for what's going on.
While we're on our official review, let's just take a time to thank our sponsors for today. So the Skate Project, Better Bearings, and Maitland Roller Derby League. Thank you guys so much for everything you do for Down Under TV, for our coverage today, and for the sport of roller derby.
Righto, so I did get a little bit of a rundown. There was some question around whether lead jammer was awarded correctly, and if lead jammer was awarded incorrectly, there was a question about whether it was called off correctly. So we will just have to wait and see what the refs come out with. I didn't get to hear a lot of it, but there was certainly a question about how that was awarded and how it was called off. I can't hear anything, but I can see Axiom having a conversation with the captains of NBR and NSR. Official review was called by the punk blockers, so by BCR. Okay, so irrespective of whether the awarding of jammer was correct, it was actually awarded by the referees, and because it was awarded by the referees and it was the referees that judged it that way, the team is not penalised. Punk blockers lose their official review and NSR retain their jammer for this gem. But doesn't matter because Rocket Man is through. Post haste, quick sticks, whatever you can call
Earning
it.
their name.
Yeah, closely followed by Venus Side Slap though. Like Venus is probably 20 feet behind. Rocket Man in the pack, picking up points, calling it off. Beautiful. And it was a blockout. She got iced out, no points, so that's a nil or wash. BCR asking for one, but I'm not sure whether Boomtish is going to. Boomtish being our BCR jam ref. Doesn't agree. So despite the BCR bench asking for that point, she's not going to get it. They're just going to have to go again.
Can't win everything in roller derby.
Yeah, but it can't hurt to ask.
No, of course not. Such is life, you know.
Absolutely. All right. One punk blocker. Punk blocker? Sorry, punk blockers. One punk blocker standing in the bin. But... some beautiful O. Yeah. So
Duchess of
yeah, is that Duchess of Hazzard? It is. She's just got extra zeros on her jersey and they're not here on the roster. Beautiful little duck around the outside. Takes a look. Calls it off. That was Fizz gig. Pretty heads up. She was like, do I burn a couple of seconds off this clock? What do I do? Has a bit of a think about it before just calling it off, which is a sign of a really aware blocker. Takes a look around. You know, she's on the outside. Maybe I can do something with this. Maybe I can't. Calls it off. Yeah, not worth it. Mad Pixie on the line for Northside Rollers.
Track awareness is just such a huge part of the sport. And it's like the hardest thing to get as well.
I've only just started jamming this season again after a really long time. I tell you what, it really helps having Compton on the corner shouting all the time as well. Anyway, punk blockers, here we go. Who have we got? Oh, beautiful toes. Lovely. Really nice pass. That's Necrophilia, number 115 for BCR against Mad Pixie from NSR. Mad Pixie making some beautiful moves on the outside. Toe stop, spin around, little hop over the apex. Yep. Necrophilia calls it off. It's a full 4 points. Which brings our score to... Oh, we have a replay. Yes. There you go. That's that beautiful pass down the inside for Man Pixie. And the little hop just gets her straight through. What a great replay feature. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is what Downunder Derby TV does for us. Junkyard Jerks, sponsors of our replay. I feel like I need to zhuzh it up. Replay.
Sorry, I just laughed at that so hard.
All right, back to the roller derby. Who have we got?
What do you have on the line here today?
Let's find out. We will get it. We've got so many camera angles. We have got very, very talented people here helping us with our cameras. And whistles. I hear them. I don't know what they're for, though. That is a punk blocker heading to the bin.
Necrophilia has gone to the bin.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Is that
not? I'm sorry. I apologise for that.
Beautifully avoided there by...
It was Rocket Man.
Yeah, Rocket Man. Number 88. I don't know if we have a lead jammer yet. So interesting to see number 88 having taken the panty off before lead jammer was established. That must be something that they're smarter at than me.
Punk blockers have lead jammer.
Punk blockers do have lead jammer, but who have we got? Missy Bowler had the jammer panty off before lead jammer was declared. So I'm not really sure why. That is Rocket Man through for an easy 4 just now. Or 5. Did she get the jammer point? I'm not sure. In and calling. Hang on, what? Yeah, punk blockers. They let her get to the back of the pack. I'm not sure that she picked up any points. That was Duchess of Hazard, who had received the star for the Northside blockers. Or Northside Rollers.
Yeah. Really like watching her skate.
Yeah, right. I love watching all of them skate.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I just freaking love roller derby.
Yeah.
All right.
And 2 full days of it.
Yeah,
How exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool because we had the morning game for a change, which
Yeah.
means it's not stupidly hot. And secondly, I get to watch roller derby for the rest of the day today.
Perfect.
All right.
This is a great venue as well. It's really... wish you guys could all be here.
Oh, yeah. I love Niagara Park, actually. It's really good.
Oh.
Kimber Kazi has always been such a... she always, seems to be in a position where she's telling people what to do. She's such a delight to watch. A little bit of one-on-one. Kimber Kazi for BCR, number 313, just ever present in the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a really great job there. Being a really resilient brace, despite Northside Rollers trying to mess them up.
Yep.
Our score update. I should probably tell you what that is. It's number 40. It's number 40. It is 40 points to the punk blockers with 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the first half. To the Death Stars, we've got 78 points.
And that was a 0 point jam that we've just saw.
We've had a few of those. There's been a few washes, or if points have been scored, it's been 1 or 2 differential with actual points on the board. So it looks really so much more tooth and nail than the score suggests. Yeah. But
lovely assist. Lovely assist.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Who is that on 5 again? Necrophilia didn't pull that off because that would have just been spectacularly good.
Really would have.
Doesn't matter because she follows through, not
slips right through the inside there
10
on the
feet
apex.
behind, which is...
She's just on her like a shark.
Mm-hmm. It limits Northside Rollers. Northside Rollers obviously trying to move their pack along so they can empty that bin out. There's not long to go. Their blocker is still sitting, but they've burnt as much of that penalty as they possibly can and call it off. Ooh, punk blockers picking up 2 off the back there.
Got a little shanky there.
Yeah, look, I would say when you're Northside Rollers and you're up, how many points are they up? Well, you need 30 points, 35 points or whatever. 36 points. 2 points to release your blocker from the bin. Yeah, it's a good trade-off as far as I'm concerned. Especially because there's no points differential in this tournament. It's win-lose. So, yep. Points well spent, I reckon. Did they get her out? How many have we got on the track? 1, 2, 3 so far. Certainly reduced it anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, through on the inside. That's Rocket Man again, but closely followed by Mad Pixie. This is such a good jammer lineup. Mad Pixie! Oh. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Rocket Man's got the jets on anyway. Har, har, har. Such good joke. Oh, Mad Pixie going for a great big hit. Realises that she's connected in the air. Goes probably for a misconduct, I'd say. Rocket Man through for a full suite of points. And in again to the pack, looking for O.
That's a nice wall to get stuck.
Working down, yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Working on the seams, talking to a pack. Pack coming up, providing her with some O, just shuffling it up a bit, making a milkshake out of that wall. Oh. Did she do it? Yeah, no, she did cut.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure whether she was going to get that or not, but she did. Out comes Mad Pixie. Of course, now this is going to make this a full 2-minute jam. Halfway through, they've got plenty of time to work with. And they both have to do it now, so no point doing anything risky.
Lovely recovery there.
So she just slides on through for a full 5 points. Having a bit of a think about it. Approaching the pack. Through again, nice inside pass on turn 3. Looking to a bench. Bench telling her to keep it calm, keep it real. You've still got 30 seconds. Don't do anything risky. You have to be out there for a full 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Do not get a penalty. Doesn't matter. She doesn't need to. Oh, them toes, though. I think she just levitated through.
Yeah, I actually feel like maybe she can fly. Should we change her name to Pegasus?
Maybe. She's a pixie.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, slightly less graceful park. Oh, picks up a low block for it. Doesn't like it. Nope. I don't like it either, but I don't like penalties in general, not that one in particular. No commentary on my part there. Mad Pixie through again, though. She is shaking out the couch.
Yep.
And picks up. Let's see what our full point score is for that jam. I believe it's going to be 25, but it's not quite on the scoreboard just yet. Did she pick up another 5? Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, 20 points
20
to 5.
points. Not
Yeah,
bad.
this is, we're going into intermission. No timeouts called, no additional time to be put on the clock. So we will go into intermission for, how long's intermission?
9 minutes.
9 minutes?
9.5 minutes.
Whilst you're at it, go and take a look at some of our wonderful sponsors on their web pages. Have a look at the ECI Facebook page. Go and have a look at some of these great teams playing.
Skater Project, Better Bearings, and Maitland Roller Derby League.
Sports Coast trophies.
And Junkyard Jerks.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for all of your smashing replays.
Yes.
All right, we will see you in T-minus 9 minutes and counting.
Hi, I'm Judge Booty. We are the VR, the Virgin Regime. We are a worldwide collective of queer skaters, their allies and their supporters. Roller derby is an inclusive sport. No matter how you identify or who you love, there is a team near you who will welcome you with loving arms and massive bruises.
All right, so just before we go back for our second half of action, it's time to take a minute and introduce the Northside Rollers Death Stars. Okay, we're going to start with the Brisbane City Rollers Punk Blockers. So, number 05 is Hooker, 102, Regulator, 11, Fang Fiend, 115, Necrophilia, well that's a hard one for me to say, 14, Thunderpuss, 18, Horror Lulu, 22, Duchess of Hazzard, 313, Kimbo Kazi, 32, Slash Your Heart Scare, 40, Unforgiving Bunny, 455, Rocket Man, 52, Claire Bitch Project, 72, Vixen, and 98, Mo Money. Then we have our
Bench staff?
Yeah, they're bench. Oh, they're gone.
All right, not long to go now, so I'll whip through this really fast. Number 0, Duchess of Hazzard for your Death Stars. This is the Northside Rollers. 0, Duchess of Hazzard. 11, Suspender. Number 119, Daywalker. 301, Fizzgig. 3892, Catitude Problem. Number 43, Malice. Number 455, Huge Ass. Number 47, Misery. Number 5, Sunny Onslaught. 52, Bella Bomber. Number 73, Liz Williams. Number 76, Mad Pixie. Number 8, Slander. Number 801, Aka Armoff. Number 88, Miss Ebola. 883, Venus Flyslap and Ginger. And Sin, Aim and Whip. Your bench crew for the Northside Roller Death Stars. And a pivot line start.
Ooh.
There's always one.
I love it.
Power Jam, Miss. That's Mad Pixie,
Mad
skating
Pixie.
for Northside Rollers.
And straight through the outside.
No. Easy pass around the outside, all the way to the edges. The pivot from Northside Rollers, number 52, which is Bella Bomber, our captain for Northside Rollers, rejoining the pack. Miss Pixie pushed to the outside, but rejoining now. Some really great inside clear assist.
Absolute beautiful assist there.
Yep, again from our captain, Bella Bomber.
And now we've got 4 blockers each on the track now.
Rocket Man, easy pass through, Stash the Star. I think they knew it was her, but they just got a bit shaken up by the BCR blockers. Just were in the right place at the right time, which is what Roller Derby is all about.
I just find it hard to know where the right place is, let alone be there.
Yep, that's the hardest part. That's why we practice. Another 3 points picked up on that pass for Mad Pixie, bringing her total for the jam up to 8 points. 0 for the Punk Blockers. Replay brought to you by the Maitland. When you see that, we will have more replays, and they will be brought to you by the Maitland Junkyard Jerks. Thank you very much, guys. On the jam line, we have a lot of pushing and shoving, and a victorious 301 Fizzgig for Northside Rollers through, closely followed by number 22 from the North Brisbane Rollers, which is Duchess of Hazzard. Have we got 2 Duchess of Hazards here, or is it just me?
We do.
Oh, that's confusing.
It is really confusing. This one has double Z though. So
Thank goodness. Then both don't have the same name. Same number.
Yeah.
Are they Duchesses of Hazard or Dutchai of Hazard?
Oh, I don't know.
What's the plural for Duchess? What's the plural for Hazard? Do you just put more Zs in it every time you add another one? Okay.
Hazardi?
Hazardi?
I don't know.
Duchesses of Hazards?
Duchesses of Hazards.
I could start a club.
Yeah. Downunder Derby TV, where you come for your grammar lessons.
Don't come here for grammar lessons.
You stay for the Derby.
All right, back to the Derby. Come for the grammar lessons, stay for the Derby. All right, who have we got? We've got number 1154, black and red.
So necrophilia.
Absolutely. Oh, but a beautiful outside pass from 883, which is Venus Thigh Slap.
Yeah.
Um,
Really pulling it back there.
Yeah, Nick being pulled all the way back to the back. Another stab at it. Push to the inside, but quickly recovers. Oh, wow. Big hit there. She's down.
Those
and
slow
she's on the
falls.
outside. Yeah, those
They're
ones are the ones
scary.
where you worry whether they're going to get back up again. Whoops.
Looks like she's holding her knee up.
Yeah, look. Northside Rollers, a replay thanks to Junkyard Jerks. There's that fall. Yeah. Look, okay.
Yeah. It's just so scary having knee injuries. That's such a... Hopefully she's fine.
Any injuries. Big shout out to Natty Longlegs too, just by the way. Hope you're doing well. All right, who have we got? That is Rocket Man and... Can't see.
70,
Miss Ebola. For NSR. Here goes a whistle. Rocket Man, taking a look. Rocket Man really communicative with her pack. I really love the way that she jams.
just absolutely straight through there.
You can see these jammers loving this sticky floor because you can really put the welly down and just totally hook into those corners, getting very low.
And as you know, roller derby is all about how low you can get.
Hello, can you go? Hang on, that's limbo, right?
Yeah, it's limbo. You know what? I like to think of it as like a flow rider thing. Everybody get low, 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 low.
I am not singing.
Oh, come on.
3 points, Death Star's favour. That brings our score to 1-1-2 to the Death Stars, Northside Roller Death Stars, and 52 to the Punk Blockers. So the Northside Rollers are pulling ahead here.
They also have all of their timeouts and their official review left.
It doesn't look like there's any sort of domination happening here, though. It really is just shaking out the change.
And it's just like, I think there's just been some really well-timed jam call-off.
Yeah, absolutely. That is Mad Pixie again for Northside Rollers, picking up her forearms and heading to the bin.
Yeah.
Mindful of that rule change which says you can go either way to the bin.
Absolutely.
I still get that wrong every single time.
It's so much nicer, isn't it? You don't have to go all the way around.
It does now give Duchess of Hazard, number 22 for BCR, a little bit of room to move and a bit of time to play. BCR hanging back to see if she's making progress. She's probably in need of some help. Oh, some nice feet. A bit of a sit down. But she's back up. Uh-oh. It's okay. It was off screen. A little bit of a stack out of the box there for number 72. Vixen might have tripped on her shoelace. Got up, smiling about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Duchess of Hazard through though, and also Mad Pixie, but she is so tenacious and she's already got a plan worked out half a lap back, which is a sign of a cracking jammer.
Man.
Oh,
Her toe work.
puts her toe down just enough to keep her on in the inside. 4 points for Duchess of Hazard. Ms. Pixie through now, breathing down her neck, ready to see whether she can pick up some points, and it's coming close.
Up.
Yeah, look.
Yep.
No more points for either. Oh, hang on, sorry. Duchess of Hazard picking up one off the back, according to... who is that? That's Rumpai Stiltskin. So he's given her 1 more point. Angles. Commentator angle. There's like a curse apparently as well. If you say somebody's doing something really great, then they mess up. Or if you say somebody needs to work on something, they start doing really well. I don't want to do that. I just want to say that everybody's doing derby.
I was about to say, should we just say that everyone's doing things terribly so they do everything amazingly?
Yeah, look, they don't need us to do that. They already got this in the bag. Look at those feet. Absolutely cracking work from Fizz Gig from Northside Rollers.
Just keep
That
forgetting to talk because I'm just loving how much, like, just watching them.
Yeah, exactly.
Pick my chin off the ground.
Necrophilia through, but Fizzgig's got almost a full lap on her. It does have a full lap on her. Picks up her points. Doesn't make...
Calls off the jam.
Yep, all 4 of them. Calls off the jam. Sticks them in a pocket, and we go again. All right, we have now... I'm starting to be able to work these players out from what they look like and how they stand on the line.
I'm glad you are because I'm having no idea.
Loz there, one of our lovely referees representing VDL, right in the way of the jammer though. Thanks, Loz. We love you. Don't change. Keep doing your job. All right, who have we got? Number 05, Hooker from BCR, but around the outside. Ooh,
Venus Spice Slap 883.
Ironically eaten back up into the pack. Oh, re-enters.
Classic.
Interesting. No, apparently she has not correctly entered. Yeah, okay, so there was a cut there somewhere. One of the BCR players doing one of those sneaky third parties, pulling her way back. BCR blocker, jammer, sorry. Hooker back out on the track, ready to start making her... contact is good. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Pack is getting a bit long though. She's pushing them out.
Yep.
BCR realises that they're better off just to leave her to do what she's doing and set up for Venus as she hits the pack. Beautiful.
Great triangle work.
Yeah, very small, very useful
Yeah.
offence coming again from the captain of Northside Rollers, Bella Bomber.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything that's like overexertion of your energy. It's
Really smart, really safe.
Yeah.
I don't
just
think
everything you look for in Derby.
Oh no, Hooker picking up another penalty. This is 2 in this jam. This thing's going to go for another 37 seconds. So it's up to Northside to try and capitalise on their point scoring without potentially going to the box. Jammer realises her pivot's just gone to the box, pops it straight back on again, knowing she might as well get the points for it.
Yeah.
The strategy here now will be to burn out those penalties sitting in the box. She gets through, picks up some points in the meantime anyway. No point gassing herself as she comes around for another pass.
No way.
No way. Not with what have we got? 3 seconds left in the jam clock.
I'm
She gets
exhausted
one or
just
two.
watching that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh. No more points, but we do have a replay, courtesy of the Junkyard Jerks. A bit of a pile up on that corner, but everybody back up and ready to go. One in the bin for Northside Rollers. One in the
Start a
bin
man
for
down
Punk Blockers. Rocket Ma'am and... Is that Fizz Gig again, maybe? We will find out. There's a whole lot of roller derby happening, though. 2 triangles means... number 52 again. Bella Bomber coming in. She's the cavalry today, Cav. Beautiful pass down the inside for Rocket Man, but closely followed again by Missy Bowler. Putting the pressure on. BCR blockers at the back. Oh, it looks like points. It is points. She's going to have to make it up now. Rocket Man is going to need to either make this a wash or get past her again. She's first out of the pack.
Slipping through the outside there and then slipping through the inside. So
And it has paid off a little. She's picked up 30 feet on Missy. Yeah. And has now got a stab at the pack here. But BCR still at the back.
some great use of chaos there to break up those multiplayer. The triangles.
Definitely. But BCR, now they've got it. Now they've caught her.
Yeah.
Miss Bowler is coming around, threatening the Jamal at point. There it is. Nice little juke to the outside, little hop to the in, pushing the pack out. BCR realising that she probably could use a little bit of help. Number 00 Duchess off to the bin though for a failure to reform by the looks of it.
It's gameplay, I think.
Mm-hmm. This looks to be a fitness test to see who's going to gas out first.
So when you're at training and they're making you do all those suicides and pyramids and
2-minute jams,
horrible stuff, this is why.
Absolutely. And that picks up a thumb. 4 points plus a thumb for Rocket Man. Some well-needed points. This is 13-4 jam so far. And it times out. Tough jam there for Missy, but...
A replay courtesy of Junkyard Jerks.
And then she goes spinning around on her initial, I think that was her initial pass. But look, that came out at 13-7 jam. 7 jam in the Punk Blockers' favour.
16-7.
Oh my goodness, this keeps changing. It's not an auction, guys. Jeez.
Oh, I like that the number is 1, 2, 3 as well. Look, it's the little things that count.
Yeah, I know. I get up on that too. Mad Pixie on the line, opposed by somebody awesome who plays for the Punk Blockers.
Yeah.
Squeaking through on the inside on toe stops. That looks like number 22. And I am so sorry, Duchess of Hazard. It's because,
There's 2 Duchess of Hazards, you know?
There are 2 Duchess of Hazard, but she's through for lead gemmer. There was some interesting out-of-bounds stuff happening here, but I only just looked up in time. It must have been okay, though, because the refs know what they're doing better than I do. Some assistance coming for the Pump Blockers.
Yeah.
This appears to be a power jam. I'm a little bit late to that party because it looks like Mad Pixie's already standing in the bin. Nice little push out by the captain again. Bella Bomber really, really giving Duchess a tough time.
Yeah.
All by herself, or just squeaking out, but she squeaked out herself as well, so it should be called a no pass, no penalty. And Pixie just ploughing through. Doot, doot.
I mean, if you keep running.
Yeah. And then the gas is on. Gee, she's quick.
Yes.
And she comes in looking for points and gets them. There are definitely points there, and I would say probably 3 of them is what I would call.
I think you're correct.
No, 4. She got them all. Let's have a look on our instant replay. Look at this speed. Oh, she gets sideways, picks up 1 and 2. Yeah, not entirely sure she picked up that front one.
No,
but
I think she got the... Oh, did she get the 3?
Did it go 3? Anyway, yes, 3 for the Death Stars. You're absolutely correct. Mind you, very pretty points.
Yeah. That's all that actually matters, isn't it?
You know what really sucks? In the next rule, like WFTDA or whichever peak body you are that's going to issue some rules, look, this is my player suggestion. We need style points.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely. They're going to write that stuff in there and 100%. Make that a thing.
And I kind of also think that just like the team with the best bout fit gets like a 10-point lead just to start with. You know?
Yeah,
there's a fashion show beforehand. We judge it.
Yeah, well, look, I just want to see points for all of those like mad keen apex jumps and twists and spins and
duck downs and...
All right, so we are in a timeout, a team timeout. Not long to go. The Death Stars have called this one, the first one of the game. Quickly, though, we'd love to thank Skate Project. Would you love to thank Skate Project? I would, because I see them all over the place.
Yeah.
Constantly spruiking this wonderful, beautiful thing that we do.
And without their help, we couldn't be here today. We couldn't be doing this.
Mm-hmm. We are being reminded to tell you that all of your screen printing needs can also be fulfilled by Skate Project. Go and find them. I think they're here. Go and talk to people. Jump on the internets.
Of course, if you're listening to this, you probably aren't here.
No, man, I watch it from the change room as well. Good. Because I'm subscribed. I get a little notification. It says, hey, watch this. You don't even have to walk downstairs.
Well, you know what? That is the best reason I've ever heard to be subscribed.
Oh, them toes,
that was amazing.
Absolutely. That is necrophilia. Closely followed by... I'm so sorry, Fizzgig. I will get it eventually. I can hear somebody squeaky bearings from here.
Yeah.
That is necrophilia.
Change your bearings.
Probably should go and talk to Ace over at Better Bearings, because that would not be a problem.
Yeah.
If she was rolling Better Bearings, they would not be squeaking and I would not be hearing them from turn 1.
Yeah.
All right, who have we got?
It's wildly convincing that Better Bearings are also one of our incredible sponsors.
Haha, what a coincidence. That, and I actually do run them, and I've had them for like 3 years, and I've abused the bejesus out of them, and they still don't make that sound. Anyway, let's get back to the roller derby.
It's amazing.
I don't think I've changed my wheels in 3 years.
No.
Who have we got? We've got a run-up, and we have, who is that for Northside Rollers, getting their Karate Kid on, just ready to smash this jam, gagging for it. Let's look. Who is that? Oh my gosh. Number 05 is Hooker. And working at the back and busting through and taking the inside line. Absolutely beautiful. That is...
Venus thigh slap.
Venus thigh slap again.
Yeah.
Like just look at her, 45 minutes into a very, very physical game and still bouncing on the jam line.
Well,
at the beginning of the jam, just like, come on, let's do this.
Time flies when you Venus thigh slap.
Right?
That's terrible. I'm sorry. I apologise, everyone.
No, please don't. I'm down with it. I'm just checking out this replay now. Look. She is free. Move.
Oh,
Inside line, around she goes.
Thanks so much, Junkyard Jerks, for that.
Absolutely. On the line, Mad Pixie and Rocket Man. This is a very, very common matchup. Always fun, though.
Yeah.
We have got full packs for both teams, I believe. Nobody in the box. I feel like there's been lots of full packs, which would point to it being a reasonably low penalty count for each of the teams.
They all
Pack is at
really-
the front.
Oh,
Mad Pixie working at the back. She's picked up something. She doesn't know what it is, but she doesn't like it very much. Appears to be a cut, as per Boom Tish's hand signals in the front there. Rocket Man. Ooh, a little hop on the outside line here of turn 1, just to miss the cut. Really stuck in there. Duchess of Hazzard really giving her a hard time, but there is a whistle. Somebody's going for something. Let's find out what it is.
Oh, that Duchess of Hazzard just throwing down those hits. I love it.
Yep, absolutely. Whoop. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Takes a seat. That's okay.
that's all right. Sometimes you need to have a sit down.
That happens.
Oh, beautiful.
Rocket Man, Mad Pixie.
Just really using those edges to get around.
Mad Pixie, I think, maybe did not like that penalty very much, so she is making up for it. She is just going Mad Pixie.
Ooh.
We've verbed her. She's doing a Mad Pixie. Rocket Man cruising around, looking at her bench. Mad Pixie putting on the heat, putting the foot down on the gas, limiting Punk Blocker's options. Rocket Man
calls it off mid-slide.
Yep, very stylish. See, those are the style points I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yep.
That's at least worth one.
I think so too. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we have on our replay here. This is...
Oh,
Oh.
it was the sit down.
Yeah, it was the wee sit down. That's all
But
right.
you know what? It was after just a phenomenal hit out. So
Did you have any idea how weird and grippy that floor is?
Yeah.
And then when you start going across the floorboards on the corner here, it does strange things. Maybe it's time for new wheels. I reckon there's probably one of our beautiful sponsors here who can help me out with that.
I think so.
Skate Project.
Skate Project.
Yeah, they could do
Is
it.
there anything they can't do?
Don't think so. Well, all right. Duchess of Hazzard, number 23 for 22 for BCR, through on the outside, closely followed by Fizzgig. Or maybe not closely followed. Got half a track to work with. Having a chat with her bench on the way through, making sure she's doing all the right things, making sure she's got a plan before she gets there.
Beautiful.
Calls it.
It's so nice to see as well, the Duchess of Hazzard just then coming in really low and then just whipping the hips around to get the points and then calling it off straight away.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there might be, apart from the fact that there is a lot of jammers following through very, very closely behind one another, I think there's also maybe potentially some use of the clock, because the 30 seconds in between jams is 30 seconds that you're not expending energy, and it's also 30 seconds that no one's scoring points. So if you're out in front and you're, the Death Star's up by only
38.
28 points.
Guys, maths isn't my strong
That's
point.
right, you just forgot to carry the one. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that is a strategy. We don't need to be gassing ourselves. We don't need to be burning ourselves out. We need to be burning the clock.
Yeah.
And short, hit it and quick jams are a really great way of making that happen. Duchess of Hazzard just closing up all of the lines here, making it very, very difficult.
Necrophilia.
Yeah.
Oh, but slides through on the inside.
Roller derby is all about your success to failure ratio, I reckon. You can't be perfect all the time, or roller derby just doesn't happen.
Exactly.
So it's really, really important for those mistakes to occur, or nobody gets through.
That's what you say. When you let the jammer through, they're going to get that through eventually. It's just how long you hold them for.
Absolutely. Big old pile up on the corner there. And who's that? That's Duchess. A little slow to get up, but she's up. She's smiling. She's okay. And What's our scoring situation? 1 to the punk blockers. 99. We've got plenty of time to crack 100.
Yeah, so we've got 10 minutes left in this half.
I feel like this is closed up. It has, hasn't it?
Definitely has.
Yep. 10 minutes to go. Alright, jam on. That is Mad Pixie again in her Mad Pink skates. And
I didn't notice the pink skates before.
yeah, we'll watch them. Just watch the pink skates
Yeah.
and see what they do, and it's really pretty.
Oh, that was just a push. Just absolutely
Yeah, just
domination with a push.
rooting through, which is totally a thing.
Let's hook her.
Yep. Oh, making some points. Losing her footing, though. Having to re-establish upright. I think that's Kimbo off to the box, but that's okay because they seem to still... Oh, those toes just tiptoeing. Mad Pixie around, attempting to pick up points, but I think she's shut out. 3 points for the punk blockers, 0 for Mad Pixie.
Punk blockers have cracked their 100.
Yes, they have indeed. There was no doubt about that, though, really.
No.
All right. Looks like we may potentially... We're going to see a team timeout for Northside Rollers.
The
Which is
officials,
good. The officials
fix the track up.
Yep. Fixing the track, making sure everybody is nice and safe and sound.
I think that when I played my first bout, that was the scariest part. Just that the raised rope on the ends.
Yeah,
on the
'cause
edges.
look, if you've got yourself a venue somewhere, then you are generally are only just allowed to put tape down or witches' hats. Do you remember the old...
We only do witches' hats.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I hate witches' hats.
Yeah.
They give you an approximation of where the track is at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank goodness the cut rules are a little bit less mean now.
Yeah.
Our wonderful refereeing and officiating crew there on camera, you can see them keeping us safe, making sure our track is down, our calls are safe and our play is safe and everybody's got smiles on their faces and not busted up noses. So
That is
thank
nice.
you to all of our wonderful officiating staff, all of our incredible referees who skate games back to back to back to back to back. All our wonderful vendors.
Yeah, and our NSOs that haven't got the skates on.
Yeah, absolutely. People pointing cameras at things and taking photographs. And
I'm actually wearing a zebra shirt today in recognition of Team Zebra.
you are. Let's take a photo and put it on the Downunder Derby TV.
I have a zebra scarf too,
Oh,
so we'll make sure I get
totally
the scarf on too. To hide the coffee stain that I spilt on myself in the car on the way up here.
Just means you smell great. Official time out for a thing, probably just to let our referees get back into place, and they are. Axiomatic calls the wind up, and we will be getting back into it here at Niagara Park Stadium in wonderful Gosford, New South Wales, home of CCRDU. All right. Oh, that was beautiful.
Absolutely lovely.
Rocket Man, she really thought she had that outside line.
Yep. Oh.
Super committed to it. Doesn't matter because she got the inside one
Snuck
now.
through past Dodger to Hazard there.
Yeah, doesn't slow her down, not
No.
at all. Rocket Man being one of the best roller derby names in the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and again.
And again.
That was beautiful.
She just quick. She's slippery.
Yeah.
She commits. Fearless. Hat is off. The cap is off for the Northside Rollers. Duchess of Hazard is the pivot. Oh, man. Thank goodness for that cart change, man. Oh, that's so good.
You know
Duchess of Hazard is through.
And you know it's good when the commentary just resorts to,
cop that, eh? Look, Duchess of Hazard is through for the Northside Rollers, having received a successful star pass. Let's see what she does with it. There's a lot of teams now. Bit of a
whip
wow.
there, bit of an assist.
And she's going to go for a back block. That's what happens. A lot of these teams are now just automatically running the jam when there is a star pass because they know that their pivots may not have trained as much as the jammers have to be able to deal with these situations, and sometimes...
yeah, so sometimes it's a good way to get through initially, but
it's not as the training is not as focused, I guess, maybe when you've got a pivot. But man,
Rocket Man's starting to look tired.
Yeah,
as you would.
Doesn't matter. There's only 20 seconds left in the jam. She got plenty of time to make another pass. Duchess of Hazard standing in the bin, and she is back on. She's going to go a long way around, so she's not going to have a lot of time to do very much with those punk blockers on the back. She's going to need her team to come back and give us some O, but
This has really changed the...
she's in there. She's getting points. Oh, Rocket Man shut down.
Absolutely, but that was a huge jam.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a Sunny Onslaught just sticking her butt out, picking the cherry on that apex jump and pulling her straight out of the air. Look at this replay. Here we go. What have we got? Exactly that. Just boop. Nah, soz.
Perfect. Thank you very much for Junkyard Jerks for that.
Absolutely.
But look at the score.
Yep.
Look at the score.
Oh, what? When did that happen?
That just happened in that jam. It was huge.
Oh, I'm a terrible commentator. I was too busy watching the derbs and forgot to tell you all that this has now become a 4-point
This is
game. With 6 minutes on the clock.
At the start of this half, it was maybe, 30? 35?
Yeah, and before that, I think it had blown out to, 50 or 60.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what we said it was. It is nickel and dime, too hard to call. Just
beautiful work there.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful toes. Power star, I believe.
Yep.
What was the call?
I didn't see it, obviously.
I thought that timed out. There you go. That's not great. She has picked up, Fizzgig has picked up lead jammer, so immediately Rocket Mam's pulled the panty off, ready to fake him out or give him a pass or a stash.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, on a new rule set, it's got to be visible in their hands.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter though, because
doesn't need it.
she's blindsided it and just cuts straight through that pack.
Yep.
Untangling her hat, putting it back on, making sure those stars are visible and coming around to see what she can do. But too late. Jam is called off.
It's still so close. 9-point difference.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. This is Fizzgig approaching the BCR pack. Round the outside, round the outside.
That's beautiful use of your transitions there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something that's so hard to teach and it's so hard to get, but once you've got it, it's so useful.
Yeah, man, because your head's pointing one way, your hips are pointing the same way, and then your feet are pointing a different way. All of a sudden it's boop, bye. So long, suckers. All right, here we go.
I believe we have Dukes of Hazzard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Duchess of Hazard.
Duchess of Hazard,
yeah. Number 22 for the
There's two of them and I still can't get the name
Oh,
right.
here we go. And another beautiful pass down the inside. That's Venus.
Yep.
Venus thigh slap. So good. But Duchess through. A nod from Venus as she passes by her bench.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
Nice.
Duchess really putting on the pressure. Absolutely has picked up some
that's
points on the back
fantastic.
there. Let's just see how many. She's pretty happy about it too.
Yeah.
Yes. How many?
5?
Surely no.
4.
4. She
4.
picked up 4. She got the whole suite. Absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant defensive jamming there.
Death Stars do pick up 2 though, so it's a 10-point lead for the Death Stars over the Punk Blockers.
Absolutely. Mad Pixie on the line now for Northside Rollers.
Could this be the roller derby version of the State of Origin?
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
not New South Wales,
Is
but I
that
kind of
dangerous
feel
to
like...
suggest?
I
Are we
think
going to start some sort of rivalry?
I mean, I don't mind if we do.
Yeah, well,
It would be interesting, I
I'd
think.
watch this every year,
Yeah.
absolutely. Necrophilia jamming for BCR, toes in just, has to think about it, has entered, and we get a nod from the outside pack ref saying, yes, that is good. Mad Pixie round the outside, 1 to deal with, makes it through for lead jammer. Necrophilia at the back there, still working with her toes. Last one to deal with, bit of a turn, but number 801 for green and white, which is Akaramov, has just really closed her down, has now reformed with her pack. Has the cav has come up. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Ooh, but a beautiful little spin move on the inside from Nick to get her through. Has a chat with the bench. Bench says, keep going. You got this. Mad Pixie. Calling it off.
Yeah.
Really good points there.
Jeez, it's annoying though, wouldn't it? When... Oh, sorry, watch the replay first.
That's all right. That's our Junkyard Jerks. A look at that good old...
Beautiful little whip.
Absolutely.
Off the outside.
Yeah, gives her the speed she needs. Junkyard Jerks giving us that wonderful replay. Who have we got?
It is annoying though when you have a beautiful pass like that and then the other team just calls it off straight away and you're like, oh, what's the point of wasting that beautiful pass?
Oh, I think she got a whole pass after that, didn't she? It doesn't matter.
No.
It was a beautiful T-shirt
Yeah.
whip. That's why you're constantly sewing up holes. All right, here we go. 5 seconds and both packs making their defensive structures really flexible but really solid at the same time. So really closely knit. That's 3-0-1 through on the inside.
And then Hooker for Brisbane.
Fizzgig out and lead. Hooker still being held up by Duchess.
Pushing to no packer.
Yeah, and into the pack, thinking about what she's doing with the points, taking her time, playing it easy, making it safe, having a look over her shoulder. She's going to keep going.
Oh, you go. Hooker's through.
Hooker's, yep, picked up 4
4
points.
and it's called off.
Yep, let's see. Did she? Oh, see? Hooker, what is she going to do? What is she going to do? She's going to duck under that arm.
Yeah, great.
And squeak through
Thanks
on the
so much,
inside.
Junkyard Jerks, for letting us see that again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a great game. It's only 13 points.
Right. With 1 minute, 18 seconds left to go. Likely this is going to be our second to last or last jam. We've got... That's Rocket Ma'am on the line for the Punk Blockers. This is anyone's game.
Do you think I could win? Maybe not anyone's.
Oh, well, maybe, yeah, well, anyone who is currently
Playing.
on the roster. All right, Rocket Man giving
It's
that
really
front
giving
pack
it a go.
absolutely, and you can tell because all 4 of their resources are up there dealing with Rocket Man, not able to send anybody back for O just yet. Punk Blockers have got a bridge. Yep, they need that pack to come up so then they can free her up for that O to release Rocket Man, but it looks like Rocket Man is shaking them up enough to be able to get through. It's Venus Thigh Slap working at the back there with the BCR pack. BCR pack is called up so they can release number 73, number 72 Vixen to go and do some O, and she does, getting Rocket Man out. This is good news for the Punk Blockers because Venus Thigh Slap, is still not through. Nearly takes out Rumpire Stiltskin. Number 801 drawing back Rocket Ma'am as far as she can, which is a really good drawback because they're running out of time.
But Vixen's in there with a wonderful little assist.
Mm-hmm.
Really pushing everyone out to the side, pinching them.
Yeah, 0 seconds left on the period clock. So she's got 45 seconds to work with. Probably some points in her pocket. Rocket Man still working on some points, but she's going to need to get around again. This is a beautiful star pass. Absolutely beautiful star pass. Rocket Ma'am's going to have to make a decision, and a good decision, I think. I suspect we'll probably see a timeout from the Punk Blockers and another jam. Oh no, they can't. There's nothing left on the period clock. So that's it. It's done.
That's it.
Oh,
That was a great game. It was a very close game.
Cracking game. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the.
Death Star.
I was looking at the jam clock. But that's okay. Look, I reckon.
It's only 9 points. That is amazing.
136 to the Punk Blockers, the Brisbane City Rollers Punk Blockers to the Death Stars. That is a seriously respectful game of roller derby and ridiculously fun to watch.
Thanks for letting us talk to you about it.
Yeah, because you have tuned in to Down Under Derby TV. I am Red Hot Chili Pepper from Varsity Derby League.
And I'm the Cavalry from Inner West.
Yep, and we'd like to thank all of our sponsors. You know who you are. I'm sure we're going to hear their names a lot of times today. Go and take a look at all their websites. We've got skate projects for all your screen printing and roller derby needs, Better Bearings, Maitland Roller Derby, Junkyard Jerks. Thank you very much for all of our excellent replays. Down Under Derby TV, we would not be able to see this without you.
Thanks so much to all the officials
and all the
NSOs,
officials
and also the medical staff that were here just in case anything bad had happened.
Absolutely, and all of those people that we've appallingly missed. Thank you so much.